Hi, my name is Melissa Vuchuk, and I'm an ambulation assistant at Windsor Regional Hospital. The role of an ambulation assistant is to prevent deconditioning while a patient is in the hospital. It's so important, and we need to really stress that we can lose our strength very easily when we go into the hospital. Many patients think that we're coming to the hospital and we're going to be laying in the bed while we heal. Part of the healing is to stay moving. I met Dave when he was on the 4 North Respiratory Unit. Great guy, young guy, rough story.
My name is David McDonald. I did a lung transplant because of my graft versus host disease, which is similar to COPD. And the only obstacle I had was being able to walk 100 meters. And I was helped out by the people at Met Hospital.
He was brought up to the unit for an illness, and the physiotherapist saw him, saw the potential, got him up and walking, but it was only a short distance.
When I first got to the hospital, I was only able to walk about 10 to 15 meters. I was very, not afraid, but once I was out of breath, wanted to be able to sit down and catch my breath.
Without certain criteria met, he was not even a candidate to be assessed for a lung transplant. We knew that the goal was 100 meters in order for him to qualify for a pulmonary rehab center in Toronto.
And I would go further and further. And eventually they even started putting obstacles in my way, like beds and doctors and nurses. And eventually I got from 15 to say 50, 45, 50. And then I got to about 60. And I just couldn't get past there.
Days went on, weeks went on, we recorded it, and one day we decided to put a piece of red tape on the floor. That was his 100 meters in the hallway.
And for a couple days I didn't get around, and I kept on getting stuck, and I thought, oh, I'm never going to get around there, but we kept on doing it, and eventually I got around to that 85 mark again and just kept on going.
We were holding our breath while he was trying to take a breath because we wanted him to hit his goals so much. And the day that he hit that goal, I don't think just myself, but the entire unit was celebrating.
When I crossed it for the first time, I was so glad that I actually did it. Not only for me, but for all them too, because they were so persistent on helping me do everything.
So now he's home. He went through the 6-week process at the pulmonary rehab, and he has also been assessed for a lung transplant to become part of the list for lung transplants.
If I didn't walk, I wouldn't have got I wouldn't have been able to do any of the things that I did. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do the 100 meters. I wouldn't have been able to do the 300 that I eventually got to. And I probably wouldn't have been out of that, been able to get out of the hospital as soon as I did.
It just goes to show the importance of the mobility program at the hospital, not only for a patient like Dave, but for all ages and for all conditions that come in here. Strength is important, walking's important, and that strength can be lost in an instant from a fall, from a lung condition, from a heart attack, from a stroke, from surgery. And we just really want to take this program forward and this mobility movement forward by stressing the importance of it and getting out of bed.
My advice to people that are in the hospital is to just get up and try a couple steps. You never know where it may lead. You may amaze yourself in what you accomplish.